friends, welcome back to my channel Creative Spoken English. As I already told you in my introductory video that there will be two types of classes, and one is basic grammar and the other one is spoken English. And today we are starting our basic grammar, that is class 1. So what do we have in this basic grammar? So it is just simple things that I am going to teach today. In English we have 26 letters, 26 alphabets. Yes, most of you all know this. And out of these 26 alphabets, we have 5 vowels. We have 5 vowels. Apart from these 5 vowels, rest all are consonants. So what is this vowels and consonants? See, in Kannada we have Swaragalu. So that is vowels in English. And in Kannada we have Vyanjanaksharagalu, and that is consonants in English. So where do we use this vowels and consonants? That I will tell you in the next class. So okay, so after this, let's move to parts of speech. Parts of speech. This concept is very important. Why? These parts of speech are the basic foundation of English language. If you want to speak naturally, easily, then you need to have the concept of parts of speech. So how many parts of speech we have in English? We have 8 parts of speech in English. Which are those? Noun, nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, conjunctions, prepositions and interjections. So totally we have 8 parts of speech. I hope you all are noting it down, and it is very essential to note down. Let's come to the first part of speech, and that is noun. We say this as Namapadagalu. So what are nouns? Nouns are nothing but name of a person, place, animals and things. Whatever the names we find, those are all nouns. Nouns are name of a person, place, animals and things. For example, I am Likita, and that is noun. Name of a person, name of a place, Bangalore. That is name of a place, and that's noun. Name of an animal, dog. Name of a thing, table. So whatever we see in our surroundings, each and everything is a noun. It is a name of a person, place, animals and things. I repeat, nouns are name of a person, place, animals and things. If you just give one look of your surrounding, you may notice lot of nouns, right? Because imagine that you are sitting at your home. Just give one look. What do you see? You see chairs, you see table, you see TV, you see sofa, you see couch, you see your gadgets, laptop, mobiles, fridge, washing machine. You see utensils when you go when you get into your kitchen, right? Each and every things are noun. Person, your parents, your siblings, your relatives, your friends, each and everyone, they have names, they are nouns. Place, every place, not only just the cities or the metropolitan cities, not only the capital cities, each and every place. We are staying at second phase Rajaji Nagar, that is noun. Bangalore, noun. Mysore, noun. So you each and noun. If you say, for example, Lumbini Garden, that is a place, noun. Animals, every animal is a noun. So totally, nouns are nothing but names. I hope you understood and you are taking a note also. When you are coming to my next class, you have to revise this and come, because I will be giving you some task, so that it is very helpful for you to do the task only if you note it down. Let's move to the next part of speech. See, under nouns again we have different types of nouns. Collective nouns, proper nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns. We have many. But I am not going in depth because those are not necessary for us. Okay, we are not going to write any exam. We need English because we need to speak well. So for the speaking purpose, how much is necessary, only so much I am going to teach. Okay, in depth I am not going. Again, there are many types of nouns which I am not going to teach you. Okay, so this much is enough for you to understand what are nouns. Okay, let's go to the next one, and that is pronoun. Pronouns are something which we use to substitute nouns, or you can say pronouns are something which we use instead of nouns. For example, in each and every word we cannot use the names of a person, place, animals or things. Sometimes we have to use he, she, it. In Kannada we say, I don't know the exact word of pronoun, but I can give you example like this. Each and everywhere we don't have to use nouns always. So we say avanu, avalu, idu, adu in Kannada. So that we call it as pronouns. He, she, it, they, we, you, our, your. So these are all pronouns which we use instead of nouns. For example, Raju is a student. Raju is studying in grade 7. Raju is good at games. Does it sound well? No, right? Everywhere using Raju, Raju, Raju. So how do we use? Raju is a student. He is studying in grade 7. He is good at games. So instead of Raju, what did I use? I used he. So each and everywhere we cannot use nouns always. So that's the reason we use one substitute word. We use something which we can substitute the nouns. So at that point of time, we call that as pronouns. For male we use he, for female we use she, for things we use it, and when we are in group, plurals, when it is in plural form, we use they, we, our, your. These are all the plural forms. Avaru, ivaru, navu. Navu is we. They is avaru. So these are pronouns. So the examples are these: he, she, it, they, we, you, our, and your. I hope today you understood the concept of nouns and pronouns. So let's meet in the next class with the other parts of speech. Again, I'm going to just brush over it. We have totally 8 parts of speech, and under the 8 parts of speech we have noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, conjunctions, prepositions and interjections, and these 8 parts of speech are very, very important to learn English. And I'm going to teach these 8 parts of speech in an easy, simpler way. Okay, so kindly practice nouns and pronouns and come prepared for the next class. Till then, bye. Please do subscribe.